welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our SwiftUI tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be taking a look at how we can disable the user's ability to interactively dismiss a sheet. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, when I say interactively dismiss a sheet, what I'm talking about is on macOS, for example, when you hit the escape key, that will dismiss a sheet. On iOS, when you swipe down with your finger from the top of your sheet, that dismisses the sheet, right? So we sometimes want to prevent the user from doing that. And so SwiftUI has a quick and easy way to be able to do that with a single modifier. But before we get into the actual coding, let's take a look at the application that we're starting with. So in Xcode here, we have a very simple application. This application has 3 buttons: a red, green, and blue button. When you tap or click on any of the 3 buttons, a sheet will show up. And this sheet has a 300 by 300 point circle with, in the center, and its color is the color that you selected. So let's go ahead and run the code. When we run the code, here's our application. You can see our red, green, and blue buttons. If we say red, a sheet pops up with a red circle. We can hit escape to get rid of it. Green, we get a green circle. Blue, we get a blue circle. Pretty simple stuff. Now, what if we want to prevent the user from being able to dismiss that sheet? Well, we can do that by saying, we can do that by going to the view that we're presenting in the sheet inside of its content closure. All right, so I'm going to go back to Xcode. So inside of my sheet modifier's content closure, you can see I have a circle sheet view being defined in there. On that view, on that view, we want to say dot interactive dismiss disabled. So interactive dismiss disabled will prevent the escape key or swiping down on a sheet from dismissing the sheet. So we can save this, run it. There we go. So here we are again. I'm going to hit the green button. Here we have a green sheet. Now I'm going to hit escape. Nothing happens. And that's because we have that's because we disabled interactive dismissal. Now, if we want the user to be able to dismiss this sheet, either A, we need to call the dismiss environment variable in the switch, the dismiss environment value as a method inside of the view that's being presented with the click or tap of a button to dismiss the sheet, or we need to perform some action that when that action is done, the sheet gets dismissed, right? So really that just about does it for this video on how we can prevent a sheet from being dismissed interactively in SwiftUI. It's a pretty short and sweet video because it's a very simple thing, but it can make or break the user experience of your app. So you have to be very careful about how you use it and you need to make sure that you properly plan out your user interface so you can allow your users to easily dismiss the sheet somehow if you don't allow them to dismiss it interactively. All right, thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.